Time for a criminal conviction. When is their debt considered totally repaid? Those with felony drug convictions continue to be affected even after their sentence through a lifetime ban on food assistance. Bella Caracta joins us now live in the newsroom. And Bella, there's one bill in the unicameral right now that hopes to change this problem.
Dave, in Nebraska, if you've been convicted of felony drug possession 3 or more times or just once for distribution, no matter if you've served your time and are in good standing, you are ineligible to receive SNAP benefits in Nebraska. More than 156,000 people in the state received help to pay for food in the year of 2020, according to census data. Even those with other non-drug related felony convictions can get food stamps. Well, LB 88, introduced by Senator Megan Hunt from Omaha, aims to remove the ban. I spoke with 2 women directly impacted by how the law is now.
It had the feeling of you're worthless, you're not a proper member of society, and I was doing my best to amend my wrongs.
We still live in that stigma that once a felon, always a felon. And I'm going to tell you that I'm a totally different person than I was all those years ago.
This is Senator Hunt's 3rd time introducing the bill. So live in the newsroom, Bella Caracta, 6 News.